This is DeParis Banks, Program Coordinator of My Brother's Keeper of New Rochelle. This is episode 2 of MBKNewRo's Entrepreneurial series featuring Alvin Clayton. Alvin was referred to us by former Managing Director Colleen Gardefee.
Hi, I'm Alvin Clayton, owner of Alvin and Friends Restaurant in New Rochelle, 14 Memorial Highway. We've been here for 11 years. Black-owned restaurant, integral part of the community. I'm happy to be with you today.
Besides being a restaurant owner, I asked Alvin what are some of his other endeavors.
So to give you a little bit of background history on me and how I got started in the restaurant industry and everything else, I was a Wilhelmina model for 10 years. After that, I was able to negotiate a contract with Ford. I was at Ford Models for 15 years. While I was modeling, I actually discovered my talent for painting. So I'm actually an artist as well. My work has appeared in several movies. It's collected by a lot of collectors that you might be familiar with: Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Robert De Niro, to name a few. So the restaurant is adorned with my paintings. While I was modeling, I got involved in the restaurant industry. I was part owners of a restaurant in Los Angeles by the name of Georgia that actually it was a southern restaurant that had a lot of celebrity investors. Eddie Murphy, Denzel Washington, to name a couple, Debbie Allen, Norm Nixon that played for the Lakers. So I was involved with that restaurant for 7 years, and once it closed, I moved back to the East Coast here in New Rochelle with my family, and we've been living here ever since. We've been an integral part of the restaurant industry here in New Rochelle, and we do a lot of things here at the restaurant. We do birthday parties, we do things, partnership with the library, partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, the track team. The whole thing about breaking bread and eating is that you come together with your community and you give back. And so we've been an integral part of that, and we're very proud to be in that realm,
Alvin, what was the key driving force to becoming an entrepreneur?
Well, I was fortunate enough to be a model, and I was very successful with that. Actually, in the late 80s, early 90s, I was like the guy in GQ magazine. I did a lot of editorial shoots. I did a lot of catalog work. I did a lot of commercials. And so having been off the regular workforce for that many years, I had to create something for myself. And thus the restaurant industry came calling, and I answered. And fortunately enough for me, being in the public eye as I've been able to make a career also out of my art. So it's been a blessing. It's basically taking the resources that I've been blessed with and making it work for me. And it's the best feeling is waking up for yourself and knowing that you have a lot of work to put in, but you're getting the benefit of it and being able to share that with your community.
How many hours a day do you put into your entrepreneurship?
Well, I put in a lot of time into everything that I do. As much as you put in, you get out of anything. So, those of you're not entrepreneurs now, you might be in school, and you can just take a small sample of yourself, think of when you got grades in school. When you got an A, how much work you put in to get an A. When you got a B, how much you put in. When you flunked, how much you put in. And it's basically the same thing. School is really there to actually to massage a muscle that makes you later on to use in life. So you get into the system to know that you can work within the system. And the amount of work that you put into the system is what you get out of it. So once again, if you're doing mediocre stuff, you're gonna get a C if you're lucky. If you put that extra hours in and do what you need to do and dot your I's, cross your T's, you're gonna get an A. And so that's the same thing being an entrepreneur. The more time you put in, the more successful you're gonna be at it.
Alvin, what motivates you?
What motivates me? Well, I have a family, of course, and I enjoy what I do. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy taking the fact that I'm able to I've created this space out of nothing, basically, and made it something that people in the community are proud of. I'm proud every day to give people an opportunity, some of my staff. I'm proud to create the art that I create. And at the end of the day, it's being able to provide for my family in a comfortable manner. And so that's what motivates me.
Alvin, who inspired you?
You know, I have to say my role models were my grandparents and my parents. You know, I saw how hard they worked and the results of that. My uncles, my aunts. And of course, you know, you look at people all around you and you see their success and you hope to attain it. But I think if you have the nucleus at home where you see the example of people putting in work and getting results, I think that is the most, that your parents should actually be your motivators, because if you listen to them and you follow what they do, you get into a good place with that.
Alvin, how do you define success?
Success is finding what you enjoy doing, getting up and doing that every day, and then being able to have people to buy into that so that you can have a livelihood.
Alvin, what is your greatest fear and how do you handle fear?
My greatest fear is failure. And I manage that failure by doing what I need to do. And, you know, there's a lot of things that come at you, and I stress on the things that I know that I can control. If I feel that I have something to do and I'm not doing it, I beat myself up. The things that I have no control of, I do the best that I can and keep it moving. But at the end of the day, if you take care of you and you have faith, I know a lot of people, not everybody has faith. I believe that I walk and be anointed. And with that feeling, whether it's real or not, it's what motivates me. And I think once you put that energy out into the universe, you get to be there. So my fear is probably not believing in myself to do what I know I can do. Appreciate you guys. Follow your dream, make it happen. You know who you are, you can do it.